Hi everyone. Do you all know what's going on with Pope Francis? It has been the buzz of town, and you won't believe the shocking revelations that have lately surfaced. Pope Francis recently discussed his health, intentions for the future, and even the possibility of stepping down as head of the Catholic Church. Today, we're exploring Pope Francis's real story after his shocking comments shocked the world. Make sure to stay tuned until the very end, since there is a lot to learn about the Pope's health problems, his possible resignation, and his successor. You won't want to miss this video, I can assure you. Pope Francis has been a key figure in the Catholic Church since his election in 2013. As the 266th Pope, he has guided with compassion, humility, and a strong sense of responsibility. For nearly 12 years, he has been bearing the weight of one of the most important positions in the world, not just in the Catholic Church. But a lot of people are curious about his future because of recent occurrences. Pope Francis is 88 years old, and concerns about his health have grown. Given his physical health, many have questioned whether Francis can continue to fulfill his demanding duties as the leader of the Catholic Church. Pope Francis has acknowledged that no one can serve the Church indefinitely. In recent years, he has hinted at his possible resignation, despite his repeated assertions that the Pope is in office for life. This surprises a lot of people because we thought we knew exactly what the Pope would do, but compared to earlier, things are less evident now. He has been candid about his struggles and health issues, and his comments have sparked a lot of speculation. The most surprising discovery is that Pope Francis has already submitted his retirement letter. This surprised many since it suggests that he has been thinking about his future and the possibility of quitting if his health ever becomes an issue. In spite of having submitted a letter of resignation, the Pope told the faithful in a recent interview that he feels capable of doing his duties for the time being. However, this admission shows how seriously he is thinking about leaving when the time comes. The Pope's health has been a major concern over the last few years. In 2021, there were rumors that he was resigning, particularly due to concerns about his health. Although he quickly denied the rumors at the time, it was clear that many people were worried about how long he could continue in such a demanding role. In June 2022, the Pope was forced to postpone two important trips to South Sudan and the Democratic Republic of the Congo due to health concerns. When his doctors advised him not to travel, he had to prioritize his health over his obligations. For the first time in his life, the Pope had to acknowledge the physical limitations of aging. Pope Francis was hospitalized in March 2023 for a lung infection several days before Holy Week. He recovered quickly and went back to leading masses, but he found it more challenging to balance his busy schedule while in the hospital. A couple months later, in June 2023, the Pope required hospitalization after undergoing surgery for a hernia. These health concerns have shown that his physical condition is a key factor in any future decisions regarding his papacy. Another major health issue is Pope Francis's knee pain, which has placed him in a wheelchair since 2022. He has described this as a slower phase of his pontificate and has been open about the challenges it has brought. The knee issue has limited his movement, which has undoubtedly made his work more difficult. It is obvious that Pope Francis would eventually find it more difficult to fulfill the physical demands of his job, even though he has been acclimating to this new reality. In addition to his health problems, Pope Francis has been subjected to other physical dangers. A fall that occurred in December 2024 left him with a bruise on his chin. He required a sling in January 2025, a month later, following another fall arm injury. Even though they weren't serious, these two incidents raised awareness of the physical issues that come with age. Despite these challenges, Pope Francis has insisted that he does not feel the necessity to resign due to his health. However, his admission that he has submitted a letter of resignation shows that he is not taking his health lightly. What makes this matter even more intriguing is Pope Francis's position on the possibility of resignation. He said that while he hasn't really thought about retiring yet, he has considered the potential consequences of his health failing to the point that he can no longer fulfill his responsibilities. His candor about this possibility is grounded in realism and humility. The Pope has never viewed his position as one of power, but rather as a duty to serve. He has said that if his health ever stopped him from leading, he would step down to allow someone else to take over. Aside from his health concerns, there are several other factors that could have contributed to Pope Francis's decision to resign. One of these is internal strife within the Church. In 2018, Archbishop Carlo Maria Vigano accused Pope Francis of hiding the alleged abuse of Cardinal Theodore McCarrick. This led to a public appeal for the resignation of the Pope. Even though the Pope did not specifically address these accusations, the debate revealed the deep divisions within the Church. Numerous conservative groups have criticized Pope Francis for his progressive views on issues like climate change, interfaith dialogue, and church tolerance. This internal resistance has put further strain on his ministry and made it more challenging for him to maintain unity within the Church. Pope Francis's Vatican financial reforms have also caused him to struggle. Since becoming Pope, he has dedicated his life to fighting corruption and financial mismanagement in the Church. Church officials who stand to benefit from the antiquated institutions have rejected these initiatives, despite the overwhelming support for them. Opposition to his adjustments has made his job more stressful and hindered his ability to achieve his goals. Despite all of these challenges, Pope Francis has remained committed to his mission of reforming and reviving the Catholic Church. He has made it clear that unity is essential and that the Church should work together to achieve its goals, even though not everyone agrees on every topic. But because of the constant internal conflicts and external pressures, he's finding it harder and harder to maintain that togetherness. So, if Pope Francis were to resign, who would take his place? The topic of succession has been on everyone's mind. Among the several cardinals who could succeed Pope Francis, Cardinal Luis Tagle's name stands out. One of the Church's most admired figures, Cardinal Tagle, was born in the Philippines in 1957. Among other important roles, he served as the Archbishop of Manila and President of the Congregation for the Evangelization of Peoples. He is well regarded by Catholics worldwide for his leadership, humility, and commitment to helping the poor. A lot of people think Cardinal Tagle will be the future pope. He has the experience, qualifications, and perspective needed to lead the Church in the modern day. His ability to connect with people from all walks of life, his deep theological understanding, and his focus on social justice make him a great candidate. His status as the Pope's chosen successor is still unknown, though. Pope Francis has given Cardinal Tagle high marks and given him significant responsibilities inside the Church. However, Pope Francis has not formally acknowledged him as his successor. The challenging procedure of selecting a new pope involves a covert conclave of cardinals. The Pope's inclinations might influence the cardinals' vote, which will ultimately decide the matter. With all of the speculation about Pope Francis's health and resignation, it is clear that the future of the Catholic Church is uncertain. The next pope, however, will undoubtedly have a lot of work ahead of them. Cardinal Tagle or someone else will be needed to lead the Church through the challenges that lie ahead and continue the work that Pope Francis started. Thank you for watching. We really hope that this film has given you a better understanding of Pope Francis's current struggles as well as potential future challenges facing the Catholic Church. What do you think? Do you think Pope Francis will resign soon? Who do you think will take his place? Tell us in the space provided for comments below. To stay up to date on the latest news, don't forget to subscribe, like, and click the bell. Until we cross paths again.